again and welcome to another session of Commerce class with me Suman Rathore. Friends, in our earlier video, we have already discussed the nature and causes of business risk. In simple terms, business risk is the possibility of loss due to uncertain events. When a businessman decides to produce or purchase anything in anticipation of demand, he takes calculated risk. He knows that he might not succeed, but it is worth taking a chance. But in businesses, not all the risks are calculated, and businesses are subject to a wide variety of risk. For the convenience of study, business risk can be classified as: first, pure and speculative risk; second, insurable and non-insurable risk; third, internal and external risk; fourth, fundamental and particular risk; fifth, static and dynamic risk; and sixth is property and personal risk. Now let's discuss all these one by one. Pure risk refer to a chance of loss without any possibility of gain. For example, when fire breaks out, there is a chance of loss only, and there's no possibility of earning any type of gain or profit out of it. Theft, accident, strike, lockout, damage in transit are some examples of pure risk. A businessman may avoid pure risk by proper planning and execution. Pure risk is inherently present in the business and is generally insurable, whereas speculative risk implies a situation which involves not only the chance of loss but a possibility of gain as well. For example, development of a new product may result in large amount of profits or a big loss. Changes in demand, price fluctuation, changes in fashion and taste, etc. are examples of speculative risk. Speculative risk is deliberately assumed by a businessman, and it cannot always be insured. Second is insurable risk and non-insurable risk. Insurable risk are those risks which can be shifted through various types of insurance policies. Such risks can be forecasted and the probability of their occurrence can be determined. For example, goods in stock or in transit can be insured against theft, fire, etc. Whereas non-insurable risks cannot be insured against because the probability of their occurrence cannot be determined. Changes in demand and supply, price fluctuation, changes in fashion, etc. are examples of non-insurable risk. Third is internal and external risk. Internal risks are those risks which arise from events within the business enterprise. Fire, breakdown of machinery, negligence or dishonesty of employees, strike by workers of the firm are examples of internal risk, whereas external risk involves those losses which result from forces outside the particular business undertaking. For example, changes in market condition, technological changes, political changes, natural calamities, social disturbances, etc. are examples of external risk. Management has comparatively little control over external risk. Fourth is fundamental and particular risk. Fundamental or general risk are group of risks which affect the entire population or large segment of it, like floods, earthquake, cyclone, storm, inflation, unemployment, etc. These risks are caused by factors which are beyond the control of individuals who suffer the loss. whereas particular risks arise from the faults of specific individuals and they affect only a few persons. Bank robbery, burning of a factory, etc. are all particular risks. Such risks are the responsibility of the particular individuals who cause or suffer them. Fifth is static and dynamic risk. Static risk result from factors other than changes in the economy. Such risk led to the destruction of an asset or changes in its possession. For example, human factors, dishonesty of employees, natural calamities, etc. Whereas dynamic risks are caused by changes in the economy. For example, price level fluctuation, changes in income and output, technological changes, changes in consumers' taste, etc. And sixth is property and personal risk. Property risk may arise in the form of damage or destruction due to natural or man-made causes. For example, floods may destroy crops. On the other hand, personal risk refer to loss of life or limbs of people working in business. For example, such kind of risk arises due to accidents or occupational diseases, etc. So, after discussing all the types of business risk in detail, we can say that it is not possible to avoid them, but it can be reduced in innumerable ways. With proper forecasting and market research, or by adoption of safety programs, or even by training and development of employees, it can be reduced to a certain extent. That's all for today. Thanks for staying in tune and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you and goodbye for now.